Hi Sarah, I just wanted to show you how you can add both text and images to the website yourself. So initially go here to lakery-cakes.com/wp-login.php. That's where you need to go, right there. You can see it. I'll just hold the mouse here whilst you copy that down. Okay, and then of course wait a minute, you need your password. Anyway, you log in as Sarah and your password is Sarah123. And when you get into the back end, the dashboard, you'll see your name up here and you'll see a series of tools down here. Now the main thing that you're going to be concerned with is both the media and what we call the Foo gallery. This is your gallery for your images, and if you click on the Foo gallery, here's your gallery as it is now on the page, Cakes Gallery, and you can see your gallery. I'm sure you've seen it, and it's just a lot of pictures on here. I have set it up so when you click on it, it bounces into a larger one, and then you can click backwards and forwards and go through your beautiful tasty cakes, although I haven't tasted them yet, but I'm sure I will get to very soon. So how do we add more images or take images out? Well, what you do is you click on the Foo gallery over here. When you click on the Foo gallery, click on galleries. There's two already within the system. One is your homepage gallery and the other is your cakes gallery, the one we were just looking at. So let's just go back here. This is your cakes gallery and that's the page, and this is your images that are in your gallery. So let's click on edit, and within edit you will start to see all of the images that are on that particular page. Here they are here. Now if you want to move them around, because that one is first, then that one, then that one, and if I go back here, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, but maybe I want to move that one into that position. All that I have to do, wrong way, all I have to do is grab it and move it over like that, and now it will reposition it. Of course you can move it up like that and that will reposition it. So if you want to add more cakes to it, let's go right the way to the bottom. Look, there they are. You've got this little box that says add media, and when you click on it you add your media here. So if it's media that's already in the library that's there, it would be here, and this is all the images on your complete website. Everything on your website is in here, but we want to maybe add a new one. So all that you do, you can do it two ways. First of all, you can drag your image and drop it here, or you can select the file just as you would normally, and you would go to your computer, and here we have, I've got you here with your other 3 cakes there, and you click on the ones that you want to add to that there. You click on open, and when it's done you add it, and that's it, it's done. And then it will close it out. When you finish that, you'll see the extra picture here, the image there. You do not need to touch anything under here. It's all preset, which is the custom size for the page. What you do need to do, however, is go right the way up here and click update. As soon as you click update, then it will update the page. So let's just go through and do that. Click there. I want to select the file. I'll select this one. It's on your home page. I'm going to open it, and it's now loading. There it is. There, it's right at the top on there, so I'm going to add it to the media, and it's there. So we've got it there, and that will now appear at the bottom. I can of course move it up right to the top, or I can move it down or anywhere on the page. For this purpose of this, I'm just going to move it in the middle here a little bit. I'll tell you what, I'm going to move it up a little bit further, and oops, I'm going to move it up to, it's kind of the middle there. So it's in the middle. Now let's try and move it right to the top, shall we? And we'll be able to see it quicker and easier. Keep moving it all the way up, and I flipped it to the side. There it is. Going to move it into the prime position up there. Update the page, this little wheel will go around and then it will just go back to normal afterwards. Make sure that that cross is back to the circle up here. Go back to this page. It's not there, but if I refresh the page, let's do that, you will see that when it's finished loading, and my internet's a little bit slow today because it's Friday, it's had a hard week, my internet, and it needs probably resetting. And it's still loading. And it's still loading. But whilst it's loading, let's go on to something else up here. Okay, so that's how you edit the gallery. Once I've done that, maybe I didn't want that, which I don't. So I'm going to delete it, and it's gone. I have to update the page, and then it will come up, of course. There it is, there. And now I'm going to delete. I tell you what, I'm going to keep it there. Why not? You can delete it if you want, but I'm just going to keep it there on your gallery page because that's actually looks quite nice. So let's keep it there. If you want to delete it, just come in and delete it yourself. That's perfectly okay if you want to do that. So let's go back to everything over here. So over here, the second part, by the way, you've got something called templates, elements and presets. Do not touch these anywhere, anyway at all. They are preset. That's how your website's set up. Everything is actually in that. So let's have a look. We have posts and pages. Pages is where all your pages are for everything on here, and your posts are for your blog posts. Let's find it. Okay, so here we go. This is a post, and we have one post, Lakery Cakes by Sarah, and of course your posts is in the news section. So I'm going to click on the news section. It's a blog post section there, and if we go back to posts, let's find posts again. We've got one here. So if I want to add a post, I will click new, but I'm going to click edit on that one there, and it will open up the post. There it is. So there's the text within the post, and you can easily add a new post here, which I'm just going to do to show you how it works, and we'll open that up in a second. Okay, here's your post. Right there is your post. So that was like a test one. You can add as many, and you should add as many as you can onto the website. It helps with your ratings. So let's click off. We don't need the pictures anymore, and there's the post. Now your header and your footer is already set up. So this bit here, up down to there, up to that point there, is already pre-set up. The side panel is already set up, and the footer is already set up. All you're going to do is add a new post in the middle, and that's all that you have to do, and that's this bit here where it says survival. If I click on the little element edit here, click it, what will happen is it will open up a box below, and this arrow means I can drag it up to see it a bit more, and this is what we have in the box. You can see we've got survival provide proactive for approach to okay. This is a test post, and of course when we go back here you will see survival provide proactive. So this is here as a test for you. We do need some proper wording to go in there, and you can do that two ways. You can delete it and then you can just type in it, or you can copy and paste from a Word document and add it in here. Make sure you're not on text. This is for coding, and you don't want to go into the coding part. You want to be on visual here, and then you can add the paragraph, make it bolded and all these things, and add everything. You might want to add a picture within it. So what you would do is where you want the picture, let's say it's right at the top, click it there, go to add media, and that will open up the same box that we went to before, and in here all your images will be there. And so as soon as it opens up, and then you just click on the image that you want to place in here, click on insert, and it will replace it. So what we're going to do is add an image within this. Now there is an image there, and of course that is done a little bit differently than this. So they're not opening up yet because I have my slow computer here. You can add an image also actually from select files as well, so I can add, let's add that image there and open it, and it's loading, and I'm going to, when it's loaded, insert into post. There it is. That's fine, that's in place. Now I might want to set it so that, can you see that it's set that the wording is above and below, so I might want to set it so that the wording is below it. So I might want to click on the arrow, and you can see here I want to align the text left of it. So let's click that. I might want to resize it, maybe that's too big, and maybe I want a thumbnail of it, but I'm going to keep it at that size, and I might want to link it to a custom URL, so if somebody clicks on that cake, it goes to www.something or HTTP, and that's where it will click onto another website. But actually I don't want to do anything, and I'm going to just update it, and there it is. And look, you can see the words has gone to the right on there. All you have to do then is save it, and that saved that element on the page. That's that element, and if I save post, it will save the whole page. But I might want to add more elements to this, so if I click on element, I can add another text box just by clicking on it, and it appears there, and that second box will appear in place. I'm going to save that in place there. I might want to add other elements here, and maybe I want to put a heading on the page. So there's the heading, and let's just save that. Keep your heading. I can drag these up and down so that heading is there, and let's save the post. I did forget one thing actually. Every new post that you put in, you'll be presented with a blank part of this, and on the page you can see here you're going to choose whether it's going to be a blog or a home page. You will choose blog, of course. That other picture that was already there, this one, that's called a featured image, and the way that that gets there on every image is, before you save, just go down here and you will see there's a featured image box, and all you do, you click on this will remove it, but if there's nothing there, it says add a featured image, and again you go into your library and you add a featured image for that. Everything else here you don't need to worry about. For a blog post, you will want to categorize it, because on your blog post you're going to want to have birthdays. That's one blog post. A new category would obviously be weddings. So you just put weddings in and you hit return, and what will happen is it will appear in here. What you don't want is to have two different categories there. You want either birthdays or weddings. So I'm going to delete that and leave weddings. After that's all done, you save the post, and that's saved. So let's go back here. That was the post as it was. I'm going to redo the page. You'll see over here we got categories birthdays, and that should change the weddings because we put weddings there. So that's how you change that. Let that load up. Pages are something different. Your pages are all the pages on the website. This is your about page, but it works exactly the same way. The about me and the text, the heading and everything, it's all there just as it is on your page. If I want to add a new page, I will click here and it opens up a new page. So on the new page I have to add my title. So this new page, if you need a new page, and the new pages, remember, they are what's going to go into the top here, and this is your navigation. But you really don't want to mess with that. That's already pre-set up. But if you want to change a page, for example, you want to change the About Me page, you want to change the wording on the About Me page, or add an image on the About Me page, then you would go into Pages, choose About, and change it, and then open up the box. There it is. That's the About You page. You can pull that up a little bit there so you can see it a bit more, and there's the About Me. Add an image in there the same way if you particularly want to. So let's just close all that down, and over here. So if we go into media, this is your complete library. I'll let that open up for a while. I must be doing that. And then over here is the other bits that we had just done on that. So, and that's it. And that's all you need to do. You don't touch the templates. Don't touch anything else within this elements presets. Comments, you might get comments come in. It might be spam sometimes, but just simply delete them. If you want to change your password, go into here and change your password in there as well. So that should get you going, except for one last and important thing. The first time that you are going to do these things on a page, then you can open up a test page. So you just open up a new posting page, and you've got nothing there at all. So the way that you're going to deal with this, you're going to put a title. So let's call that test. And then we're not going to use this thing called a classic editor. We're going to use the step into group builder. And you're going to insert a row. There's your row. Insert an element. And that's a text element. Double click it. And it appears here. Now, you can then play around and not interfere with your website. I'm going to save that element just as it is. But what you would do here is, instead of publishing it where it says save post, and we're going to choose it is a post, so we want to save it. Which template do we want? We want the blog template. That's where we're saving it to. Instead of publishing it here, we can save as a draft, or we can add it sometime in the future, and it won't be published, but you can see it if you're logged in. So if we change that to 2020, for example, there, and then I hit publish, the first time it says publish, that you make a new page. After that it says update, so that you know you have actually published it and updated it. So here, now it's got update, but that's due to come out in March the 15th 2020 at 16:05. Now you'll be able to see it just by right clicking there and going to the page itself here. However, the public won't see it and Google won't see it. It's taken a while to load up, but I'm sure you get the picture of that. And that's it. That's all you need to do. Any questions? Drop me an email.